Brooke's family was in distress after her 4-year-old daughter told her that she was being touched inappropriately by her favorite uncle, Russell. The little girl also said her Aunt Nicole watched it happen. When Brooke opened her home to Nicole and Russell, she didn't know that he was a lifetime sex offender. And now she needs to find out if her child was abused. Take a look.
Honestly, I feel betrayed. Me and Brooke and Sherry, we've all been so close for so long. My niece Brooke and my sister Sherry are accusing my fiance Russ of touching my niece's daughter. He has never even been alone with her. He's never been alone with any of the kids. Anytime my niece needed anything, he would be right there. He would do anything to protect her. I was living with Brooke for about 2-3 months, and Russ was there with me, a lot. But she was always wanting us to babysit, but it was me. He was never alone with them at all. He's careful not to because he's on the sex offender registry, but he would never hurt a child. They said that my niece's daughter, she was touching herself, and when they asked where she learned it, she said Uncle Russ. Then they said that I watched, and when I heard that, it wasn't even from Brooke or Sherry. I found out when I got a call from the Steve Wilkos Show. Nobody came to me. She's been ignoring me for weeks. When I got the call and they told me what was being accused of, I was in shock. We've always been so close. Me and her are more like sisters than aunt and niece. And just, it seems like overnight everything changed and I knew nothing about it. I have 3 kids of my own, and if I found out something like this, I would go crazy. I would be confronting that person immediately as soon as it came up. I wouldn't wait 3 weeks and call a TV show. At the very least, the cops would be involved. I love Steve, I really do, but that would not be my go-to. She's throwing her names under the bus, but she can't even say anything to me. I feel like if there was something actually wrong, I would have heard from her by now. I wouldn't have been getting a call from a show, I would have been getting a call from her. If Brooke fails this lie detector test, or if she coached her daughter to say this, I'm done.
She thinks I'm lying and coaching my daughter. I didn't tell them for the simple fact I know they're gonna run away. I called the cops immediately, but they took too long. That's why I came to you, Steve. You help.
So when you did call the police, what are they doing? Are they?
They told me a detective would get a hold of me.
Okay, so they're going to open an investigation, but and that happens a lot with the legal system. It takes time sometimes, and you're saying, hey, I don't want to wait. I want to find out now.
I want to know now.
So, what happened 2 weeks ago with your daughter?
My friend walked in on my daughter. He went to go check on her because she'd been in there a while and it was too quiet. And she was in there with her touching herself. And so we brought her to the room and asked her who taught her. And she said her Uncle Russ and Coley. That's what she calls Nicole.
Okay, so she said both
of
Russell
them.
and your aunt showed her this.
Yeah. And I broke down. I just sat there and held my baby.
And how old is your daughter?
She's 4.
I feel really upset about the whole situation because me and my sister were really close. I basically raised her, and the thought of her even participating in this really has me very mad. One of Brooke's friends caught my granddaughter sexually touching herself in her bedroom. And my granddaughter told me and Brooke's friend that it was her Uncle Russ that did it. Brooke got home and she says, I'm calling the show. Nicole hasn't contacted me. She hasn't tried to contact me. I contacted her a few days ago, and she told me basically that when everything is over, that she wants nothing to do with us. The whole family is divided now because of this. It makes me feel very upset because we were really close. She's my sister, and it's really upsetting that she would choose Russ over family. You don't pick a man over your own flesh and blood. Russ is a known sex offender, and the fact that she chooses him over her own family is quite disgusting. If Russell fails this lie detector, he needs to go to jail. And my granddaughter said that Nicole watched it happen, and she needs to go to jail too, right behind him. Nicole, if you still stay with him after this, me and Brooke want nothing to do with you.
And we asked you, did you fabricate the story that Russell sexually touched your 4-year-old daughter? You answered no. Did you coach your 4-year-old daughter to accuse Russell of sexually touching her? You answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and it came back that Brooke told the truth.
I told you.
Did you witness Russell sexually touching your 4-year-old niece? You answered no. Do you have any knowledge of Russell sexually touching your 4-year-old niece? You answered no. And the results of your lie detector test is that you told the truth. Did you ever touch Brooke's 4-year-old daughter for your own sexual pleasure or gratification? He answered no. And the result for his lie detector test is that he did not tell the truth. Makes you look really bad right now that you're blaming the 13-year-old girl. Are you gonna blame the 4-year-old girl? No, this guy molested your niece. And you're the guy that brought him into it. I'm gonna date the sex offender because I don't think he would ever hurt a child. And with that, you can get the hell out of here.
Now we wonder about our other 2 babies.
Well, I would, the police, I'm sure, have forensic people that can talk to these children and find out anything else, and I'm sure there will be an investigation with all the kids. But, this isn't just about your story, okay? Hopefully people watching this show learn something or take some advice from it and see, if you're gonna date a sex offender, maybe not introduce him to your 4-year-old niece or let him babysit. You wanna give a sex offender a chance? That's all on you. Have at it. But what you did was you brought the wolf in to eat at the table, right? Go ahead, destroy more lives. I don't get it. And then, here this guy damaged your niece, and all you gotta say is, I can't believe he did it. Come on, man. Where's the fire? Where's the anger? Where's the outrage that somebody hurt your niece? I gotta imagine when I was a child and I had all my aunts and uncles, that if somebody hurt me, my uncles would have been lining up with baseball bats to hurt somebody. You know what? Don't make decisions to get your kids hurt. Your nieces, kids, grandchildren, anybody. Don't make decisions like that. And when a 4-year-old child says this happened, how about putting a little belief in the child and not the sex offender? Good luck to you.
Thank you.
I trusted him. I trusted him around my babies. I put my trust in my aunt. And my baby got hurt. I want him gone. I want him locked up. I never want him to see daylight ever again. I don't know. She didn't have any words to say to him, period. I don't even feel like she wanted to leave him. I don't know. Thank you, Steve, so much. I thought he was gonna pass, but I'm glad I know now. Thank you so much.
If you like what you see, all new episodes are coming, and you do not want to miss out. Click subscribe now. Bye.